How many times do we see in society someone makes a mistake, they mess up, and society will dwell on that. And they can't overcome that because society has stamped them, marked them as garbage, hopeless, useless. That's not okay.
This place is ran well. The people are kind. I have a caseworker. I eventually got a job here. They're all the most wonderful people. They are. I get 3 squares a day. I got a bed. I got wonderful roommates. And all the employees are very giving and loving people. It's a godsend to me.
Switchpoint Tooele opened on July 1st, 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. So I took a little crayon and I wrote on the window and said, "Open, please come in," on second day of operations. I met Ken. Ken became my switch point. A switch point is a little mechanism that's on a train track that changes the trajectory of where that train is going. It also changes someone's life. Ken changed my life. And getting to know Ken, I found out that he was unable to live in his home. It was uninhabitable. And his plan for winter was to live in his car and plug it into an outdoor socket at his house with an electric blanket. That's not acceptable. Getting him to trust me and talk to me, we were able to get him housed and get his pension. He didn't even realize he qualified for it. The model is so successful because we meet the client where they're at. When you ask someone, "What do you need help with?" and give them the opportunity to respond and identify their needs. Do you need an ID? Do you need transportation? Let us know what you need help with and we'll help you get it. That's a big difference.
We're getting down to, how did you get here and what would it take to get you out? To me, I never thought of that when we're helping the homeless or families in need. In this climate, it doesn't take much to lose one income and find yourself losing a house. I mean, this stuff is catastrophic. But with the right help, that's short-lived. Like, we can get you back on your feet.
Our thrift store is our main micro enterprise in Tooele. We have some exciting things coming down the road, but the micro enterprises help offset operational costs.
The value of the thrift store is the most wonderful thing I've seen for a long time, because the reason why they have it is to fund where I live.
It's unrestricted funding, so if I have a client that needs steel-toed work boots, I can buy that with unrestricted funding. I can put gas in our grocery rescue truck to go pick up groceries to feed people. Our food pantry serves a large number of senior citizens. There's many senior citizens who don't drive, but they need food. So we have volunteers and staff who will drop off boxes to these beautiful seniors. But I love that we think outside the box. How can we get this food to them? We rely heavily on volunteers at Switchpoint Tooele. We have over 100 dedicated volunteers that keep this place moving. We could not do this work without them. Volunteering every week to make sure that our doors are open, our lights are on, and clients are getting what they need. I am so thankful for them.
For anyone in Tooele County, you had no idea what this was. We've always had a food pantry, but this is not the same. This is a food pantry, this is a homeless shelter, this is all sorts of other services.
We have people experiencing homelessness from every walk of life. When someone's 72 years old and is priced out of their housing, their rent gets doubled, and now can't afford a place to live. We have parents have both parents working, but can't afford an apartment because the rent is extremely high. So it's not people who are lazy and don't want to work. It is, there's immense barriers that are just so hard to overcome. Our current emergency shelter has 22 beds. We are able to have females and males over age 18, but we are able to shelter 22 people.
There, it was good for me because it gave me some stability, you know, like a starting point, a place to go after work, a place where I'd be safe and a place where they'd feed me and stuff like that. And
there's love here. It's not like any other shelter I have ever heard about or seen. And I was scared, I was nervous, but these ladies have just put their arms around me and welcomed me like they owned the place.
I'm so excited for the Harris Community Village. Harris Community Village will have 24/7 childcare on site. It will have a 44-bed shelter for men, women, and families. We will have 9 family rooms. 9 families not living in cars. To have them housed at Harris, it's going to be amazing. We will also have 66 units of housing on this site. Plus, the food pantry will be over there and a community kitchen that will serve warm meals once a day to anyone in need in our community. This will be a hub of activity, and there's nothing like it in the state of Utah. It is a model, and we cannot wait to rock it and show other people this is how it's done. This is how you bring a community together. Our hopeful outcome is that they won't need us anymore, but they will want to give back and help others. That is the biggest thing that we can shoot for.
He's done really well, and I still say it probably wouldn't have happened if he hadn't found the homeless shelter. That's what gave him the base to build on and the stability, and then he realized that, yeah, I can do this.